Breaking news. On boxing pound for pound #1, Terence Bud Crawford, he announced on Joe Rogan podcast that he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions immediately, right away, to fight the winner of Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo for undisputed.
68, but you mean 54, right?
No, 68.
You want to go up to 68. So
Yeah.
so who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win or
Wow.
Charlo, the winner.
Wow.
That
would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
To jump up like that, 21 pounds.
Yes.
What do you walk around at?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh,
don't
you don't
know.
want to tell anybody. You
I
got
don't
scale.
know. I don't know. You know what I mean? But
How much time would you need to prepare for something like that? Would you gain weight? Would you do anything different?
I'll definitely have to gain weight.
Yeah.
You know, and I just believe in my abilities. You know, Canelo's not a big guy. You know,
Right.
he's 5'8".
Right. Fought at 52 when you fought Pacquiao.
He's
Or when he fought Floyd, rather.
he's big, like muscular wise, but far as like height,
Right.
nah. So that wouldn't be nothing that, you know, we had to see.
That would be insane. For you to go from 140 all the way up to 168.
That'd be dope.
Woo!
I
So-
think it can happen. I think that's, to be honest, I think that's the biggest fight in boxing. He beat Charlo, Terence Crawford, Canelo. That's the biggest fight in boxing, hands down. No
Yeah.
other fighters could compare to that. You know, no disrespect
Right.
to Charlo, but he's not a superstar. He's not, you know, on Canelo's level. Now he got a chance. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's going to do well in that fight, and he got the tools to win. You know, it's just about preparation and what type of fight he fight.
Previously, Crawford called out Canelo Alvarez to fight at a catchweight of 160 pounds. However, Canelo Alvarez turned down the challenge, despite the fact Crawford had to move up 2 weight divisions in order to do so, while Canelo, on the other hand, only had to move down 1 division. With one breath, Canelo Alvarez said to Crawford, "If you want to fight me, come see me at 168. On another breath, Canelo said, "Everybody from 147 to 154 is bigger than me." But if that's the case, according to Canelo himself, why can't he make 160 pounds? If he's supposedly smaller than Crawford, Crawford fights at 147. So if Canelo is smaller than Crawford, it should be easy for him to make 160 pounds. But we all know what time it is. Canelo Alvarez is only running with the latest narrative old media cooked for him. As usual, the agenda is to discredit the fighter on the coincidentalist Jermell, while at the same time give extra credit to the hopeless fighter Canelo. That's when they came out with this narrative that just because Jermell is taller, that means he's bigger than Canelo Alvarez, who has been fighting at 168 for the past 5 to 6 years. Now, despite the fact Jermell Charlo spent majority of his career at 154, he never fought past 154. Old media already convinced Jermell Charlo that he's bigger than Canelo just because he's taller than him. It doesn't matter about Canelo's natural weight. Just because Jermell has more height, that means he's bigger. Old media is so cold, they even made Jermell Charlo agree and repeat it out of his own mouth. I guess I could convince Jermell Charlo he's bigger than Mike Tyson. He can fight at heavyweight too, just because he's taller than Mike Tyson. We all know weight classes are not determined by heights. However, more so, only weight. The fighter's weight. That's what determined the weight class for the fighter. This is why it's not called height classes. It's called weight classes for a reason. That's why we saw Mike Tyson fight at heavyweight and Tommy Hearns fight at welterweight, despite the fact Tommy Hearns is much taller than Mike Tyson. However, old media is convincing the world that Tommy Hearns should have had fought at heavyweight and Mike Tyson should have had fought at welterweight for the simple fact Tommy Hearns is taller than Tyson, which means he's bigger. I tell you one thing, old media never seem to disappoint with their disappointments. Nevertheless, Crawford just came out and told both Canelo and old media pretty much math don't matter. I don't care about a weight class, as he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions from 147 all the way to 168. A total of 21 pounds in order to fight Canelo Alvarez. Canelo said he's only willing to fight Crawford at 168. He's not willing to do a catch weight. Well, guess what? Crawford said, forget about a catch weight. I'll come see you at your own weight, 168. There are no more excuses for Canelo Alvarez not to fight Crawford now. Clearly, he wasn't interested, and he don't want no part of Crawford. However, this move right here is going to put a lot of pressure on Canelo Alvarez because Crawford is looked at as the Floyd Mayweather of today. He's an all-time great, top 5. You can't just turn down that type of challenge. Remember, old media and Bob Arum came out claiming that it's stupid for Inoue to fight Gervonta because no matter how good Inoue is, he can't even move up 2 weight divisions to fight Gervonta, let alone 3. You don't see Inoue accepting to fight Gervonta at 135. And you sure don't see Gervonta accepting to fight Crawford at 147. Even though all he has to do is move up 2 weight divisions. Well, guess what? Crawford is cut different. We haven't seen anything like this before. He's willing to move up 3 weight divisions. More pounds than everybody. This proves once again, just like Crawford's nickname, he is the smoke himself. If you want some smoke, all you got to do is say bud. Let's see if Canelo Alvarez will accept to fight Crawford at 168 like he claimed he would. Remember, Canelo doesn't have any easy option. His mandatory is going to be the winner of Benavidez versus Andre. So at the moment in time, Canelo has to pick his poison. With that being stated, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. This fight, but everything is possible.
Canelo, thank you. All right, guys, thank you very much.
I know you said you can't move down to 158, but is there a certain weight that you would fight Crawford at?
168. But like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit.
Guys, thank you very much.
What's the lowest you go? What's the lowest you go?
If you're in that first group, you need to clear the stage.
Hey, some reporters are now saying you're bigger than Canelo because you're taller. In your opinion, what determines who is bigger, and is height or is it natural weight? Because Mike Tyson fought heavyweight, you know what I'm saying, he was shorter than...
At which that really don't matter, you know what I mean? The size don't matter, it's about the skills when you get in there. Sometimes you could be smaller and beat up the bigger guy, and then sometimes you could be bigger and beat up the smaller guy. We learned that from Tommy Hearns, we learned that from Lennox Lewis, we learned that from different fighters. So hopefully we'll bring in a fight like this and bring y'all history, you know?
Canelo said everybody from 147 to 154 is bigger than him. Do you agree with that?
It's a lot of guys that's taller than him. He's 155.8, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay, you know, he's still a stud, he's still a dog. You gotta go in and annihilate him.